There we go. My late arrival nearly cost those two their lives. I wasn't there when the Amalja took them prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served them to Ifrit. Yet, by some miracle, they survived. But that does not excuse the fact that they should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed them utterly. Just as I'm failing you all.
What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Ah, Etheridge, Gala, it is so good to see you two again.
Impeccable timing, my friends. I had just finished regaling Minthelia with your heroic exploits.
Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us.
The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet if part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now I can put paid to our long investigation. Even the second time reading it does not sound correct. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit.
Well. Nor is this tale limited to Uldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late.
I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals.
It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal.
Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether.
However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, the primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes.
But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yeah, well, that's you.
Yet even as Imfrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. Yeah, Crystal Mommy.
Oh, don't call her that.
When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why.
The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding.
While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, you two. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself.
Popularity. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you two will continue to stand with us, in spite of that. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. What was that? You kind of mumbled. Okay.
Ooh, and the goddamn is Louisoix.
I don't know if they actually mention it, but do you mind if I tell you?
Yeah, go for it.
So, Louisoix, okay, back in 1.0, there were two groups, the Archons and the Circle of Knowing. I don't remember which, but Louisoix was the leader of one of these in the lead up to Dalamud falling. In the time between 1.0 and now, the two groups have merged into the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Okay.
Louisoix is dead, as far as anyone is concerned, because it's been 5 years and dude was an old-ass elf. And the staff that's in this frame in the back of the Solar, that is Tupsimati, Louisoix's staff.
Interesting.
I really can't remember which one Louisoix was in charge of. I think it was the Circle of Knowing. Yeah, whichever. Let us continue.
Yeah. I'll actually give me just 2 seconds. I gotta go grab myself a snack.
Look. Oh, really? You can't jump on the desk? Manthelia, please. I swear to God. Let me be my gremlin. Fine, you're not gonna let me jump. I'm just gonna sit nicely. Yeah, you stare at me like that. I feel like I'm at the doctor's office waiting for my appointment. Since I'm waiting, I should probably put that fucking wristlet on, although something tells me it's not going to be better than what I have.
What?
Oh, it's better. Don't forget to put the wristlet on.
Well, they're much worse than what I'm using.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What are you using?
Foe Striker's mitts.
Where the
They're
hell?
37. The wristlets are 8-14.
I have
Wait,
no idea what you're talking about.
hang on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. What am I equipping?
The wristlets. It's the wrist slot, not the hand slot.
Oh.
There are two different slots for your hands.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Also, fun fact, you have two different rings, one for one hand. You can only have one ring per hand. It's like Mies. It's just a big ball of flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cursed.
Yeah. Powerpuff Girl syndrome.
Oh god, you're right. Oh.
Alright.
A hero in the making.
Shall we talk?
Let us talk.
Hello. Cutscene. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you two were raised to the esteemed post of Envoy.
Envoy.
Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover.
Yeah, we gotta pay, like, taxes now, right? Yeah?
Oh god, is that true? We have guests, you two. Or rather, you have guests. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Lady Minfilia. Radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed new heroes into their midst.
I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsalominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, you two, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Etheridge and Gala's deeds spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flames should know of his triumph is to be expected. But what of the other Grand Companies?
Oh god, what voice did I already forgotten. Jesus. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Galala. 'Tis no ordinary woman who could face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. He said it. He said the thing. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. I've forgotten both voices. Wow, this
Just
is...
go for it.
What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Etheridge. Whatever you... I forgot your last name. Ah, shit. It's not like I...
Bandy
Bandy Hop. It's not like I have it on my second screen. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah.
The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you had the looks of heroes. Full often does she speak of you, you two. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory.
Well, this is awkward.
Ready
Rating
with you.
Ophelia.
Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet, I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers?
A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady.
Very well. Let Etheridge and Gala hear our leader speak, then return here with their decision. We eagerly await your answer.
Oh, God.
It's so, insane.
It's like, oh, jeez, this is... I'll go put on some tea, I guess.
I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Etheridge, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man and one woman.
This doesn't really work with 2 people side by
Yeah,
side.
In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be 2 amongst many. A friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. Put the pearl in your ear.
Eorzea is changing, you two, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. God, that was a lot of talking.
That was a lot of talking. I like how you said walkie-talkie. I feel like it's more like a Bluetooth headset.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are just gonna... Alright. So yeah, now we get to choose which grand company we want to pledge ourselves to. We don't have to go for the same one, and like Minfilia says, there is a way to change your choice later on. There really is no difference other than title names and the color of gear.
Is it the color that the people are wearing?
Yes.
Time to go join Mommy Merlvip.
Well, alright, I guess we are going with the same one.
Wayo!
I was gonna go with the Maelstrom because I think... God, why do you stance like that? What the fuck?
Fucking danced.
Because in like Gala's lore, she's from Limsa.
I wish you could do the neurodivergent stance in this game.
The what?
You know, where you jump down and you put your arms. I can't describe it. It's a thing.
What the fuck?
All right, we're
are you
talking to Tataru. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to.
Don't worry about it.
I
Talk to Tataru.
Alright. Oh god, what did Tataru sound like?
I don't know, this is your wife.
You're right. I should know what my wife sounds like. I'm sorry about all the attention you two are getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the three services, and Elder Seedseer Kani Senna will deliver her address at Mikedo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll want to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Raubin Ul-Din will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Laminsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwib Blofiswin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthael, and he will look at you. Do you got all that? Do I need to write it down?
Maybe.
Well, anyway, just go on. You'll find it. I trust you. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Wow, that's
You can just kind of do what
that's subtle. Considering there's a fucking boat to Limsa right in here, I think we should go to Limsa first.
Oh wait, we should party up.
That too. There we go, now we won't lose each other.
Thanks. Give me Limsa.
Oh jeez, this. Oh fuck, the cutscene for this. I don't need it. Boat cutscene.
That's fine. I'm just gonna watch it.
Ma'am, what is that name? Oh, you're really just gonna let me go right out here now, huh? It's waning.
Men? Hallelujah?
Not yet. Give it time. We are going to...
Is the implication that it's going to start raining men here in Limsa Lominsa?
I mean... If they start jumping off of the buildings, then yes.
Lord. Oh, it's raining, just in general. Oh, you said that already. ADHD.
Oh, it's raining. Is it raining men? Not that I know of. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, Abby. Just kind of like.
Oh, jeez.
I see you're directing traffic.
No. No. If I wanted to direct traffic.
Solid.
Flight 297, you are clear for takeoff. Oh no, this is how we get the fucking little airship to go. There we go.
Let's go. Well, you've got a little minion of light.
I got a little buddy.
He's about to play, whatever it's called.
There's a man dead on the pavement. Just ignore that. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here.
Mm.
There's your standard Sunday afternoon in Limsa Aetherite. Having the little buddy just in my peripheral vision, I don't like it.
Hello, Xanthale.
Xanthi.
Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give an address at any moment.
Oh god, who had the Admiral?
You.
Oh, fuck.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Good news, it's voiced.
I'm so short.
Can I get a high chair, please? Like a box?
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look
Stand
as
regal.
the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
There's 2 of them.
The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. beneath the surface one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been
Damn,
5
Samuel's
long
thick.
years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Damn.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
Oh jeez, you two just stood next to me, huh?
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Ah,
Oh god, who gets Alpha now?
I can be Sambrable.
He is a very major character. He won't... We
Okay.
won't see him again for a while after this, but then he's just in the story.
Oh boy. I will leave it up to you. Make what choice feels right.
If you want to take Alpha now, I'll take Alize.
Okay. Let's do it.
Oh boy.
Enlightenment. Are they Catholic elves?
No, they are a different kind of elf. British.
Oh boy. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-life Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribes present weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminson's backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a faction of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Gallians whet their blades and watch. If the Lominstons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the Beast Tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom's standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question.
I'm sorry, how do you know that information?
That's classified.
I'll just be taking my leave now. Goodbye.
Fucking weirdos.
God, I forgot how insufferable Sam Riegel made him sound.
Isn't he just like a little guy?
He is a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
In Heavensward starting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta talk to him to go to the airship.
1 second.
Wait. Oh. Wrong elevator.
Wrong elevator.
Right. Hold on. I'm reminded of an image that I found of Alphino going like, "No, I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. You wouldn't hit a little guy on his birthday." Meanwhile, meanwhile, the next panel is Alice holding him by the scruff with a fist raised, going like, "We're twins. We have the same birthday."
Nice. All right, where are we going?
Desert or trees? Trees.
120 gil. Good fucking lord.
Airships are expensive. They require ceruleum. Sorry, cough, cough, fantasy oil.
Careful, don't say it too loud or Fantasy America will come for it.
Oh, don't worry. Fantasy America doesn't exist.
Interesting.
I mean, it exists, but it's not Freedom America. Say fantasy oil too much and the blue mages come out of nowhere. They're from Fantasy America. I'm not kidding.
All right. I forget. We've got to beat Rummerborn for me to become a gunbreaker, right?
Heavensward.
We have to beat Heavensward for
I
me to
know,
become
it
a
unlocks at 60.
Good lord!
You can't even unlock it until you get a full account. I'm sorry, man. Sir, what is this name? Crumbalim.
I went into the cutscene.
Crumbalim Moonglow. That is a name. That's a good name.
That was Sam Riegel again.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Sam Riegel trying not to sound like Sam Riegel.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
So pensive, so thoughtful.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization. And soon, they were joined by folk of all races.
Here.
So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysin. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Sure, are you sure they're not
In
just snakes?
accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push
looking into
back
the
the
abyss.
encroaching
Yeah,
darkness.
He's looking.
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
She's got a point.
Yeah, honestly.
Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the forest.
All the elementals!
Fancy meeting you again.
Please, don't talk to me.
Well,
We've never met before in my life. Strange, mysterious child.
oh, are they talking? I'm behind you, I think.
I can't get over your outfits. Like, what? Who the fuck designed this?
Alphino. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelves Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Grodania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and their insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster.
Yeah, and it won't be getting it from us.
How valuable might the aid of two capable adventurers prove to them then?
We'll never know.
Well, perhaps we will find out if the Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground.
Alphino, you dense fuck. Do I need to spell it out for you? Seriously, what the hell is their outfit?
Wrong. It's wrong.
It's very wrong.
Those are children, sir.
I would say who the fuck designed it, and I would get the answer in their mother. But then would be like, why? Millions,
Tell her
why?
run to our next location.
I'd ask Amelians why, and she'd be like, they look adorable. Why wouldn't I dress them up like dolls? I'm like, that's not what you do with your children.
It's time to sprint.
Oh god.
We shouldn't get ahead of you. I have no idea where we're going.
I mean, we're going back to the way we came.
Oh.
To go to the desert.
He's nuts.
The desert.
He's nuts.
What?
What?
Huh?
You heard me, boy.
I did, that's why I say, huh?
Oh, God.
I also like how, in like all three cutscenes we've had, someone has said Among Us. And it just triggered a fight or flight response in the back of my brain.
Bogus.
I gotta get out of here. Wait, what? Okay.
And then we're going to...
I'm just
Husting
going...
Strip?
Yes, I went the wrong way.
Oh, should I wait for you at the Husting Strip then?
Yes. I went down to the first level. Hello.
Wow.
What does the name sound familiar?
What name?
Pomme de terre.
Pomme de terre. It's French for potato of something.
Why were they of the era then?
I don't know. Maybe they started off as a Lalafell?
I hope so. Oh boy. Oh god, we get Robon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, old man yell.
A.R. Robon. Oh no, my beloved.
Oh boy.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimal herself!
And Roban as well.
Are they doing the thing? Are they gonna do it? Ah.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Hurrah! Rauban!
He's also got the weird
Where
open
since
side of
antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Alright, bud.
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard.
Please stop.
Note the sigil.
Please just shut the fuck up.
Scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the
I
flame of
don't
might.
care about whatever the fuck this shit is, man.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ja, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban?
Yes! Yes!
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
Ul'dah.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
I am probably very far ahead of you, I just realized.
Long live
Maybe we were clicking through stuff.
Glory to the
Yeah, I'm
Sultan!
letting it play out.
Victory and fortune. Stride fearless
Okay,
into the
there's a
inferno.
Lalafell
For we
sitting on
are
arm now.
by
There we go.
fire reborn. Forsooth,
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Please stop talking to me. Alphino, I have a weapon and a warrant. I will not be afraid to use either.
Oh boy.
The gods may not forgive you when I gain access to gun.
Fucking Alpha now. Alright, time to talk like a snobbish prick again. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them.
Oh no, that's towards you.
What? Oh. Took a second. Gotcha. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless. And even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they inevitably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Oh, away she goes.
Goodbye, Alize. Yeah, I think I just realized that one bit of voice Alize has in the cutscene is the only time she is voiced in ARR.
Nice. Hello, you two. This is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back.
In short, get back here so I can kick them out.
Are we taking the letter?
We are taking a letter.
And then do we want to call it after we pick a company?
Yeah, considering this has been an hour.
Yeah.
Although we should probably go back to an inn so we can re-record that first half of the cutscene.
I don't even remember. Is that a thing that you can do?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, right. I explained it in video. I didn't explain it to you. My mistake. Hello, my wife.
So. Hurry up, we gotta join the maelstrom.
We have Tataru, my wife, and Nanamo, my ex-wife.
Oh?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was going fine until Raoban came into the picture, and oh boy.
Oh my.
Gala cannot fist fight Raoban, so she had to leave.
Alright, let's talk to Infilia.
We're unlocking lore we never should have access to.
Welcome back, you two. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Alright. Hey, Maelstrom.
Cutscene first. Hello? Oh my god. Holy.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
I like the cup with like 7 polygons.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have
I do find it
elected
fascinating
to omit
how
them.
unafraid they are to reference the aborted first attempt at this game.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, it happened. It 100% happened.
Yeah.
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Oh boy.
Is he done waxing poetic? Can I sign up with the Maelstrom?
Unfortunately, this is like Alphinaud's main character trait, poetic waxing.
Oh God. What did you control me into?
You offered first to take Sam Riegel.
Fair. Alright. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not?
Yes.
That's the spirit, you two. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friends. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Limsalominsa and seek out our Grand Company's headquarters.
Oh, we got some dice. Nice.
Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging. But I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearing sure. Ooh, excuse me, sure. Alright, there's an inn in like the...
Yeah, so we gotta go to Limsa no matter what.
Solid. Gonna leave the solar, head back out to Vesper Bay. Vesper Bay.
What, you didn't see anything?
I'm making forward progress.
What?
Nothing.
We can take the Aether up to the aft castle.
We can?
Yeah. If you have it unlocked.
I don't.
Ah, shit.
There's a person here named So Itchy.
That there is. I also see Zombie Slayer a little bit further in. Oh, there they go.
Glitch Keen with a Y.
That is an interesting name. Oh god, they've done an ultimate. Okay, Thordar Godwolf is a good name.
He looks like a Thordar Godwolf.
He does. And now the inscrutable wall of names. Oh god.
Yep. Let's pick one out. What's one that I see? Zelfire, lame. Sora Pion.
Okay, Burnt Pine Cone is good. Burnt Pine Cone is very good.
Burnt Pine Cone.
Where'd you go?
Nice.
Yeah, that...
No?
Oh, there you are.
Bing bong. Ooh, that's a 2.
That is a name.
I missed it.
Good.
What was it?
Numbnuts. Orgasm? I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know the pronunciation of that last name, but it was cursed. Fully cursed. You're not running me, boy.
Where'd you go? Oh god. I'm so glad I have the map check now to find where you went.
Hey.
What?
Person ran past us named Delete Lalas. I shall take offense against that.
Oh, let me attend to this.
Okay. Secretly a crafter is also a very good name.
Ranzin Nesnar.
There's just
That's
people.
pretty good.
No,
That's
jeez.
pretty
No,
good.
no, I like your name, but I don't want your free company. Thank you.
Who?
Secretly a crafter tried inviting me to their free company. I appreciate it, but no. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting all the free company invites because I'm the one with the paid account. I'll take that. You've been talking a lot. I'll take this one.
That's why I said your turn.
Hail, adventurer! What business have you at Maelstrom Command? I believe you are expecting me.
Yeah.
Ah, Gala and Etheridge. Our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... what is it, private? And this had better be important.
Sir, we've received a report from a lookout tower in Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood.
Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Bella, you two. This is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return.
Naturally, why would anything be easy?
Yeah, like, fucking... Paperwork?
Let's find a
Who
net.
needs it? We'll get to this eventually. I'm sorry, is your name supposed to be Ashley from Resident Evil 4?
I think so.
I can't believe
Yeah, I
I
think
caught that, like, immediately. As someone who has never played a Resident Evil game.